Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making this adorable apron card with you guys. Okay, so these are the materials you're going to use. To start with, you're going to need, this is Peach Parfait, cut at 4.5 by 11. For the recipe card, you also need a piece of very vanilla cardstock, cut at 5 1/8 by 3 1/4. You'll need some 1/4 inch Grosgrain ribbon. This is Daffodil Delight, and it's cut at 21 inches. This is the domestic Goddess DSP, and this is cut at 7/8 by 4 1/2. This is a piece of the domestic Goddess cut at 1 3/4 by 1 5/8. And then you also need a teeny tiny little piece cut at 1/4 by 1 5/8. Alright, so those are the pieces that you're going to need, and let's get started. Alright, so to start with, score your 4.5 by 11 at 6 1/4, and then score the shorter part again at 1 inch. Alright, and then you'll want to take your scallop edge punch and scallop this edge, the shorter edge. So the shorter, from the score line down, you're going to want to scallop this edge. And I take my colozzle. You see this line right here? That part is where it won't cut through the paper. Alright, and you're going to use that line to line it up to the top of the sheet. So, and the top, it's from the score line, it's the long way. So this is the top right here. So here's the score line. It's the longer portion of the paper. Here's the top. Alright? So you're going to take it up, and from the outside groove, count in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And take that one and line it up to the corner. And so you're taking this line and the top of the grooves, and you're lining it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grooves in, and the 6th groove in will be lined up to the corner of your paper. And then you're just going to cut the cardstock at that outside groove. You're going to want to use that pack, or that foam mat that came with the your colozzle system. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and the mat helps to secure it. Now, whatever you don't get is pretty easy to cut off. Just make sure that you cut hard, or like that you use good pressure, and you shouldn't have a problem. That is how it should look. Next thing you're going to want to do is fold out your score line. Using your mat pack, you're going to want to do kind of a stitched look. You're going to have to keep repositioning it in order to get that curved angle. There, now you can see it. Alright, and you're going to want to use a gel pen to make the stitch white, to make it look like it's thread. So, let it dry. Next thing you'll use is your DSP cut at 7/8 by 1 inch. And you're going to just glue it on. Alright, and you're going to want to kind of do it so that the scallops don't match up. So you're going to be able to see some Peach Parfait below the DSP, the scallop of the Peach Parfait below the DSP. It'll look like that. Alright, so taking the 1 3/4 by 1 5/8 DSP, you're going to use your ticket corner punch, and punch out just the 2 bottom corners. Now you can do a stitch on this if you'd like. I'm going to do it and see how it looks. It'll look like this. Now the one that I did before, I actually looks like that. I actually folded it, folded them in here, and then I took it and rubbed the fold into, I don't recall which ink pad I used, but it made sort of a colored thread look. So it's okay. You can see that. Yeah, you can see that a little better. And then I went ahead and put the stitches in. So it's just a different way to do it. Alright, so you're going to use the Perfect Polka Dots. I have a Cuttlebug Swiss Dots. So you're going to use the Perfect Polka Dots folder, or if you have Cuttlebug, whichever. Alright, so you're just going to set the Perfect Polka Dots, put it in your folder. Okay. And set it in. You set the cutting plate, one cutting plate on the bottom of your platform. Use tab 1 and set the other cutting plate on top and crank it through. Alright, and it's going to go both on the front and a little bit on the back. The next thing you're going to want to do is close this up. So just using glue or snail or sticky strip, whatever you want to use. And glue the shorter side. Put the glue on the shorter side, not the longer side, otherwise you're going to have glue outside the border. Okay. Then you're going to want to adhere this. Take some dimensionals and cut them into four pieces. Cut just one dimensional into 4 pieces. And my cat is playing with a bag, so you probably hear that. And you might have just seen my other cat walk in front of me. Alright, then you're going to use another dimensional, cut in half this time, to adhere this portion down, pop it up, make it cute. Like that. Then using just a regular hole punch, you're going to punch 4 holes. Alright. Working from back to front on this side. Pull the ribbon through. And what you're going to do is use some glue dots to keep the ribbon in place. Put them behind a few points. I used the from the Kitchen of stamp set, and I used this one, which is a recipe card. I'm going to go with the Peach Parfait and the Poppy Parade stamp pads. Take the Peach Parfait first and just ink your stamp up real well. And then take the Poppy Parade and just do the rock and roll technique where you don't want to be too hard on the stamp ink, because you just want it to sort of be an accent color. Alright, that's what that looks like. With the Stamp-a-ma-jig, I am going to use my dessert stamp from the Kitchen of stamp set, and just position it out the way you want it. Using the Peach Parfait and the Poppy Parade, do the rock and roll. Use the Stamp-a-ma-jig and go for it. That's what that looks like. And there you go. Beautiful. Okay, well, I hope you guys had fun. I had fun making this with you. And until next time, happy stamping!